Good afternoon. It is November the 9th, 2016, and we are going to wrap up the Trump election trading day, and most markets went the opposite way that the press and the financial meme have been telling us. And I think the reason for that is that longer term, Trump's tax and industrial policy are economically supportive. They will bring economic growth. Tax revenues will go up about 18 months after the tax cuts are instituted. So we have a very, very strong market. 2160, 2165 is resistance. We get through that. There's no reason not to expect new contract highs here. So not a lot to say about today's trading. Bad news doesn't break a market. Trump getting elected, you buy it. So, I mean, you're above the blue line, closing above the blue line, closing above the blue line, you're long. Right in here, we're closing above the blue line through all these S's. We're right here, scratches. Market really kind of slowed down quite a bit. This S we're above, those B's were below, plus. So really, really good trading. If you just traded from the long side today, and the idea or basis behind that particular trade would have been bad news doesn't break a market. The bad news being Trump was elected, buy it. Pretty simple if you can get it down and reduce it down into terms that you can understand. Very, very strong day. I mean, I think the low is 2035, 20, looks like 2029, and the high is being made right now, taking out the overnight at 2163, and then right here are contract highs, right up here. So the market is pointed higher. We have an outside day that typically on the F1 would yield us a trading range market, and we'll see if that happens. Looking at the F2 screen, it is definitely a solid P with volume high in the distribution, so we're looking for a place to buy it. Tomorrow's news, jobless claims, 263. Natural gas inventories, don't know. Last week 54 BCF. That's about right for this time of year. It's not really gotten cold yet. So the trade's going to be self-failure to take out 65.70 if the market were to close right here, and then sell 74.79. On the buy side, the last rotate down was 59, and then 56, and then 52. So 50 to 60 is pretty good support. So we'll try to buy 55s, 57s, get a little bit of volatility tonight. Then 50 to 52, and we will adjust in the morning. Pretty much no news day. After you've had a big trend day up, a pause day is the most likely occurrence. So can't get through that 2165, 2175, 2170 area. I think that's the easiest trade to see. When will the throat slitting and backstabbing begin between various politicians, those that won, those that lost, between the establishment, mainstream media? The finger pointing has already begun. Some of it's starting with President Obama saying, I can't understand why those people that voted for me didn't vote for Hillary. Well, maybe they didn't like Hillary as much as they liked you. I think that would be fairly simple to explain. It certainly would be for my case. And I think Hillary actually had higher negatives than Donald Trump. Another trading, just big, huge reversal day, week close. This would suggest trading range. They've got to move the 30-year paper tomorrow, so I don't think they can do that with a market that's breaking down and selling. So I think we might go a little lower, but I think we're probably going to find the low in London tonight. Here, rejecting price is basically below 128. So we'll play for a 24-28 buy, and then a 17-21 buy. On the sell side, right now, 3-7 sell 1, 11-15 sell 2. Big damage done in treasuries today. Interest rates are going higher, but again, the market, they're fully hedged coming in. I haven't seen that many puts put on before in my life. I mean, several days where we had over 100,000 puts put on, and so somebody was taking protection for a huge portfolio going into the election. And looking at the 30-year, right here, first resistance is going to be 12-16. We had the spill and I period off the auction at 28, so 23-27 sell 1. And we had the auction high up there at 10, so 7-11 sell 2. On the support, 24-28, 17-21 buy 1, and 1-5 buy 2. The market is selling, and it could still sell some more. Okay, gold is a risk-off investment, and it has a big whipsaw like they all did. I mean, these are tectonic events potentially, and the market traded them as such. And so we have an outside day here that infirms trading range, so we will play for that, maybe a little bit lower tomorrow. Again, I don't think anybody is going to dump their portfolios in a major way, but we definitely have a B and maybe a little bit lower, so maybe we've rejected prices below 70, so the 65-70 area would be the buy zone. So 69-71 buy 1, 65-67 buy 2. If we get through 65-67, I mean, there's, based on this news of Trump, there's 1250 I think would be the next stop. 75 is a round number, so 75-77 sell 1, 79-81 sell 2. So 65-67 is kind of our fallback line. If we break that, I'd look for 1250. Okay, crude oil, we went over that pretty well today. A seller above 46, a buyer below 44. Longer term, the market is still pointed lower. Outside day here too. Kind of wrapped it. I mean, here would be the correct split from F. So we can see we put this 46.25 area is a pretty clean break in the market, and we didn't make that today. So the market is still pointed lower. If somebody put a gun to your head and you had to take a trade, it would be from the short side. Last rotate up stopped at 75. We're at 29, so 50-75 sell 1, 46.25 sell 2. On the buy side, 44.50, 44.25 buy 1, 43.75, 44 by 2. And last but not least, the euro. The euro should sell based on more economic growth for the United States. And I mean, these people aren't fools. The central bankers, the politicians, the private bankers, the hedge fund, the portfolio managers, they know what makes an economy grow. And then put on top of that, you've got central bank, the ECB does want the euro lower to export outside of the European Union. And have an outside day. I mean, that's like 3 points that you're looking at right there. So it's pretty easy to guess or be a long-term buyer of puts. And if you buy puts that are like, 5 points away, 3 months out, it doesn't cost you a lot of money, and then a couple of times a year you're going to hit that home run to the short side. Probably 2 out of 3 of those plays will not work out, but that's the way it is with options. You got to trade options 3 times to be right once. There's some real, and that's true, because you have to have timing and direction have to be both down. Okay, last rotate up stopped at 96.62, then 90.0970. Then 0980, and we're currently at 48. So this is tough. So 60 to 70 sell 1, 90 to the buck sell 2. Buy side 925. Stops below 109. I think is where we're headed right now, and this is the piece of news that can do it. And folks, that's it for this November the 9th, 2016. It's definitely a historic day. We got to witness it, participate in it at various levels or against it, whatever the case may be, and it's time to get back to trading. I will see you bright and early in the morning, 6:45 a.m. Central, assuming all the software and everything else works. Y'all have a great evening. I'm out of here.